Hello, everybody. I'm John.
I'm Justin.
And we are the Gore Goblins.
Finally back after 3 fucking weeks.
This is a show where we talk about the movies we like.
Some we don't.
There we go. You did
Yeah,
it. And
see,
some that we've never heard of or seen before. But this one's a little too familiar, if I'm being honest.
Too familiar now.
I'm giving it away. But today we watched The Grudge from 2004.
Well, I watched it today. You didn't.
I watched it a couple weeks ago when we were going to do this a couple weeks ago. And
but
then,
shit fucking happened.
And then, life, dude. A lot of life. Lots happened in almost a month.
4 people quit at my job, so they make me work more now.
Yeah. That's why I told you not to work that hard.
Well,
I warned you.
it happens.
I warned you, and did you listen? No.
And now I have to actually cook.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah, anyway, I've been busy with other stuff too. I saw Scream 6, that was a lot of fun. I saw John Wick Chapter 4, Shut Up Justin, that was a lot of fun.
Nah.
And then I saw I think that was it. Is that all I watched? Is that all I saw?
That's all that's been out.
I feel like yeah, but we've been gone for like a year, it feels like. So
No.
Evil Dead Rise is coming up, can't wait.
Fuck yeah.
Cannot wait for Evil Dead Rise. That's my next big one. But yeah, we watched The Grudge. I went to a couple of metal shows too. I'll talk about that later maybe.
I watched a bunch of lame giant animal movies that were amazing.
Our lives have been so eventful recently, as of late.
But hey, we got Resident Evil 4 remake.
Yeah, that came out.
That's great.
I'm working on it.
It's really fucking hard.
That's because Justin's bad at video games.
I'm not.
Me and Kale haven't died once unless we wanted to.
Yeah, my first death was intentional also.
I don't believe you.
I wanted to see if you could still shoot the leg.
Well, yeah, that's how I died. I think Kale died once, but I don't remember why. I feel like it was an accident. I feel like he didn't die on purpose, but I don't remember the specifics of it. Either way,
And then because I'm an achievement
it's
whore,
a baby game.
I tried to kill a Gyarados with only a knife. That didn't go well.
That's like a third playthrough thing. You don't do that on your first one. Come on. It's like the Shambler in Quake, and then you stop playing it because it made you bad.
No, that didn't make me mad. What made me mad was a fucking random turret bullet that I couldn't see. Bounced off a fucking wall after I had finally killed the mob that kept killing me. And then, suddenly back to this beginning.
And then Justin just uninstalled. There's no quick save, is there?
No.
I didn't think so. I know you can abuse that on PC a lot, but I didn't know if it was on console too. But anyway, yeah, we watched The Grudge from 2004. I was 9. I was 9 when this movie came out. I was 9 years old, and I remember kids talking about it at school because, I don't know, parents are bad sometimes.
I remember seeing the commercials on TV.
I don't.
Just the hand shower scene. That's all they would show.
That's in every fucking movie now. It's like,
well, yeah, but people didn't know that.
They can't help themselves. It's like when they revitalize like an old franchise from the 80s, and it's like, oh, here's this thing you remember from when you were a kid. By the way, and now it's just like when they did that 2020 version. I remember that was in the trailer on TV or whatever. They were like, remember the hands? Remember? It's like when Jurassic World came out. Remember dinosaurs, dude? You remember them? And Justin was like, yes.
No, I never forgot.
Yes, brother. But no, yeah, I mean, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. This is just the same movie again. It's a recurring theme.
It literally is the same movie.
Where this is just the same movie again. So but this one's different because it's like a mishmash of The Curse 2, The Grudge, and The Grudge 2. It's like all 4 of them put together in a fucking blender, except this time Ted Raimi's here. And Bill Pullman, I guess, too. And Sarah Michelle Gellar, I guess. She's here.
Who all acted poorly.
She's doing her best.
Well, Ted was fine, but...
That's because Ted Raimi is,
He's just like the same guy.
Despite being unfortunately named Alex Jones, he's a good guy in this movie. And then he dies.
Off screen.
Off screen, too, yeah. Way to fucking let him go. We're just gonna assume that you already seen it. I don't know. That's why we tell you what we're watching.
That.
I don't care. I'm not saying spoilers anymore. I'm tired.
Spoilers.
But anyway, I mean, it's still like all right, I guess. I don't know. It's not. So I watched it like 2 weeks ago, and I intended to rewatch it, but then John Wick 4 came out, and I had to rewatch those movies instead.
You had to go pluck out your eyes so you didn't see Keanu Reeves' fucking bad acting.
He's fine. He's actually really good in 3. I need you to understand this. He's actually really good in 3. He's very good in 3.
Maybe I'll watch the other 3 someday.
Have you only seen the first one?
Yeah.
Do you not understand that him acting the way he is is intentional? Do you understand?
I get it. I just don't.
You just don't like it because you hate action movies sometimes? I'm going to kill you.
I like action movies.
I'm going to kill you. You're going to hear me murder him. That's what you're going to hear.
No, you won't.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. George is here. He's a cutie cat. But yeah, no, they're good. I still think 2's my favorite, but that's besides the point. My point is that I watched all those.
Oh, rip Lance Riddick. God damn it.
Yeah, I texted you about that, and you didn't say anything, and I was like, oh, you must have hated him.
I didn't hate him.
Yeah.
I participated in the tower standing.
I believe you. Yeah, he's really good in John Wick Part 3, too. He's in Chapter 3, excuse me. You got to be formal.
He had that one talking line in, what was it, King of the Monsters?
He did, didn't he?
That one single line.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah.
I forgot about that. What the fuck?
And of course, I know him from Destiny. So.
And then he was also one of the best segments from the Eric Andre show as well, which I keep rewatching because it's hilarious.
Is it though?
Yes. Don't rainbow read me. You know what I'm saying? But that's besides the point. All right. We're here to talk about The Grudge for 5 minutes and then talk about whatever we want after that, like we usually do. But no, The Grudge, I don't know, it's all right. I don't know. It's just at this point, I can see what people meant, like when we started this and like I was looking at reviews and stuff and people were mentioning that it's just the same thing over and over again. And we even talked about how like there's only so much you can do.
Yeah.
And wow. There really is only so much you can do because
I mean, this one had a little more, but I think I enjoy the other ones just because they had more charm to them, and because their scares were more effective.
I mean, this just felt like a best of, like
Yeah, pretty much.
and also Americanized because you had the boom jump scares.
Yeah.
Which is funny to me because Sam Raimi was so adamant on talking about how like. That's what he loves about the original is that there's no cue. What happened, Sam?
Yeah, what happened?
What happened,
You
Rob?
ruined it.
Robert Tappert. I think that's the other guy, or was it Scott Spiegel? I don't remember. One of them. They're all together. They're the same person. But Sam Raimi produced this, and that's why Ted Raimi's in it. You know, and Ted Raimi's fun.
Yeah.
He's cool. This came out the same year as Spider-Man 2. I just thought I'd say that for some reason because I was thinking of Ted Raimi, and then I was thinking of Spider-Man 2.
A better movie.
Absolutely. Spider-Man 2 is fantastic. We're going to start a podcast called Spider-Man 2 where we just talk about Spider-Man 2 every week.
Over and over again.
Just the same thing every day.
The movie and the video game.
Sure, yeah, I'll play it
Because
again.
that was probably the best Spider-Man game, I guess, next to the new one because I've never played it.
I mean, no, they're about in the same vein, I think.
But we all know the best part of the original Spider-Man 2 game is the part with Mysterio and you have to fight your clones in the mirrors and they make those dumb noises when you hit them.
I don't even remember that. Listen, I played that game like 20 years ago. I don't remember.
Just watch that dude's videos on YouTube.
That dude, huh?
Call me Kevin.
Oh, the one. I wonder who that is. I bet it's the Green Goblin. I'm gonna chisel me some spider jelly. That's what a port that was to PC. What a game. Look up go watch that video. It's great. But anyway, yeah, Spider-Man 2 is fantastic, and you know what's not? The Grudge. I'm just kidding. It's all right. I don't know.
It's fine.
Yeah, the acting doesn't feel as good, and I don't know if that's because there was like a lost in translation thing because Takashi Shimizu doesn't really speak English at all. Like even in the special features, he was mainly talking in Japanese. So I don't know. I guess I would have. I also don't like that the setting is still in Japan
Yeah, that kind of just felt like super forced.
because
And
like
just everyone's like has a convenient excuse to be there. Like,
oh, I'm
come
a
on.
student by the way,
Oh, we got sent here because my business wanted to expand or whatever.
and I'm a professor. I don't know. Like I get it that it's like a steeped in Japanese lore type thing, but like I don't know. I feel like
If you're going to do an American, just do it all the way.
yeah, you just name it something else. Just have it be based on. But I guess Sam really wanted Shimizu to direct it, so it worked out. I guess, but like, yeah, I don't like the jump scares.
They were all, aside from a few, were very weak.
I did like the use of Kayako's hair.
Yeah.
I remember that being like a real big thing that I liked. Specifically, hold on a second. I gotta adjust my fucking mic. This is hurting my neck. Oh no, my neck. Okay. I liked like when that first lady, that old lady gets got.
Emma.
Laura Palmer. That's who that is for anybody that watches Twin Peaks. That isn't me because I haven't watched Twin Peaks. But that's Laura Palmer.
Okay, well, she's named Emma in the movie.
And she looked really familiar when I was watching it, and I was like, where have I fucking seen her face? And then I was like, oh, that's Laura Palmer. Cool, I should watch Twin Peaks. And then I didn't watch Twin Peaks. But I should. It's David Lynch. I really should. But if one of these days. My mom fucking watched Twin Peaks. Like, apparently it was like the thing to watch in the early 90s. And I haven't fucking watched it because I'm a fool. But that's besides the point.
Who likes Tool?
Yeah, well, sometimes. We sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes you listen to, too much, and you need a break.
Too much Tool ain't cool.
All right, it's Tool time.
It'll make you produce stool.
That doesn't make any. Your stool is your what? That doesn't work. You should have said drool.
It rhymed.
Drool would have worked better.
Okay, well.
But stool doesn't. Stool just what?
It's the
Whatever.
first thing that came to my mind.
Yeah, that's weird, Justin. All right, you should probably get that looked at. All right,
My brain?
your stool. Go get your stool looked at.
That's fine.
Is that fine? Do you know what your stool is?
We'll figure that out later.
Oh my goodness, you don't know what? Oh, buddy boy. All right, well, I know. This is a startling revelation. I must say.
I know what that is.
Dude, I don't believe you now. But anyway, yeah, Laura Palmer fucking dies and again
Off screen.
and yeah, Kayako's hair is like all over the ceiling or some shit. It's pretty neat.
And it scares. What the fuck is her name?
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
The character.
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
No. I wrote it down.
Her name is Karen.
Oh yeah, Karen.
Karen Davis, the whitest fucking name you could give her.
She
too.
looks like a Karen.
It's the whitest name you could give her, and it's Karen. Karen Dave. Come on, man.
And her boyfriend's name is Doug.
Doug.
Yeah.
I hate a dude named Doug. That's like if you know a guy named Doug, go punch him.
Doug
right
the
now.
thug who owns a pug.
Go punch him
He'll sell you the drug
and tell him that's what you get for being named Doug.
and never give you a hug.
Shut the fuck up. Anyway, see what happens when we're gone for 3 weeks. I'm like half asleep. Justin's on crack. It's a regular Monday, baby. Let's go.
Okay, wait. So, this movie, you know how it started, right?
Oh shit. Yeah. What? How?
How? You say yeah. Okay.
I said, well, yeah. How?
The first line in the movie is "You're up so early."
Oh, don't they like? Doesn't she like convince him to stay?
No. This is.
Oh, okay. That's
it's the family.
It's when it's when Bill Pullman remembers that he was in Casper the Friendly Ghost, and he's like, I want to go see my friend, and then he jumps off, right?
He jumps off.
Yeah, that's what happens. He that's a direct line. He's like, I miss Casper.
You want to know exactly what I wrote?
What'd you wrote?
I said his name was Peter, but not Peter Parker, as he fails to swing out the window and falls to his death.
Yeah.
The start of the movie.
Yeah, he died. He dies. He just hits the ground and explodes. That'd be something. He just blew up. But no, he hits the ground, and then they're all like, "Oh my god!"
No.
And then it cuts to Sarah Michelle Gellar's flat, whatever the fuck you call it in Japan, and her boyfriend Doug.
I think a house.
Doug is like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to school," and then Sarah Michelle Gellar's like, "No, I'm gonna
stay.
fuck you first." And that's presumably what they do off screen. And then I don't remember what happens after that.
They start walk. She starts walking him
Oh,
to class.
don't
and then
they stop
pass
at that
by
like
a little funeral?
that
thingy.
little cemetery?
She's like, it's a Buddhist ritual. They must have lost someone they really love.
Oh, I'm a white girl abroad, and I have to make it my duty to tell you everything about the culture that I'm not a part of. White women. Anyway, I'm sorry. That was a little mean. But
I mean, why would you not? Why would you go to someone's grave that you didn't like care about?
what was it? In the sense that like the Buddhists were going to just a random grave to?
No, because like she says, oh, they must have lost someone they really loved.
Yeah, it's usually how that works.
Yeah, you
that
fucking
okay. I see
dumbass.
what you're saying. That's usually how that works. Again, a white girl going abroad and you know trying to adopt the culture that isn't hers. If there's anything more American, it's that. But you know that's fun. She was talking about the cemetery.
Yeah.
And then what happens next, Justin? Justin wrote notes.
And then after that, that's when she goes to. Oh, well, I think there's a scene before this of the house with the first caregiver Yoko helping
Yoko
Emma.
Ono, yeah.
And I just wrote she's cleaning and then hears noises, looks for.
Oh,
She
yeah, 'cause
hears the cat.
She finds Toshio in the.
No, she doesn't see him.
Oh
She
yeah,
hears
Sarah
the
Michelle Gellar finds Toshio.
She hears the noise and then she looks up and sees the pathway to the attic and then she gets dragged up and that's the end of Yoko.
I'll tell you one thing. She gets her jaw removed, but also I'll tell you one thing.
Yeah, but that was later that we find that out.
I'll tell you one thing. All right, I feel like the subtlety of the original is lost in this remake. I wanna bring that up because like even that part where the sister, I think, what's her fucking name? Susan,
yeah.
Susan is played by Katie Strickland. I know that name, but I don't know where it's from. When she's going up the elevator and you see Toshio like you do in the Japanese original, but like with each movement he's closer.
I labeled that as second best scene in the movie.
But like it feels like it tries to outdo itself.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. Like that's not like it's not like it didn't like ruin the movie for me, but it's just something I noticed where I was like, "Oh, the vibe is trying to be better than the original." But like I don't think you can because I don't know why people think that like, "Oh, the way you outdo the original is by making everything bigger." But like that works in a sequel. It doesn't really work in a remake, I don't think. But like then again, I love Evil Dead's remake, and that's bigger. But like also, it feels like what the first one would have been if they had the money.
Yeah, it would have been, but it wasn't. So in the end, it's a completely different
so,
movie.
Like, I don't know. It just feels. It just feels.
We don't need to get
weird.
into the debate of what's a true remake and what's not, because that can go a fucking long way.
I feel like another problem with this being set in Japan, and then having Kayako played by the same actress and everything, it makes it feel like this is part of that same story, which I think is what I would have preferred, is an American going abroad and encountering everything as opposed to them just retelling the story
In a convenient way.
in a way that ignores the rest of the movies that already took place in Japan. Like I get that it's a remake and that there's already
so you're saying that it should have been just like a
continuation.
Yeah, that would have been better.
like I would have and it still would have been the same fucking thing
Yeah, it
anyway.
still would've.
So you might as well have just connected the two. I don't know. I feel like that would have because like the whole time I kept thinking it was in the same continuity because it takes place in Japan. And that might be just because of how we're watching it. Like, I know the average American moviegoer in 2004 probably didn't fucking know what probably didn't know what The Grudge was. Silent Hill 4 is on my mind. I'm sorry. It probably didn't know what The Grudge was in 2004, unless they were a fucking dork like me and you that are like, oh, foreign films, yeah. Foreign horror movies? I love scary movies. Oh, my God. I don't know, man. So I get it, like, from a marketing standpoint, but, like, I don't know. Then you could have, like, had it been like, hey, if you want to see where all this started, just watch the Japanese films, and then that could have gotten more exposure. But, like, I don't know. It's just like something that I think it would have worked a little better.
What else bothered me?
What else bothers you, Justin?
It's like they spent so much time trying to explain like why everybody's there and who they are that they like made Kayako and Toshio's story be like an afterthought.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too, is it feels like it expects you to already know.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, it should just fucking be a continuation.
Like, they never even say Kayako's name.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I know you get flashbacks.
They just mentioned 3 murders, but they never explained like how gruesome and bad it was.
Because again, we're American, we don't give a fuck.
All the detective does to imply that there's some horrible thing going is he restates what the fucking words tell you in the beginning, that if somebody dies in a thing of rage
on the rooftop, right?
They leave a
Yeah.
They leave a stain or blah blah.
And it's like,
that's all the explanation you get.
And I think that's my thing, is like it's like it expects you to know. And normally I would enjoy like a movie not telling you everything, but like this is different because it's like it expects you to know. And it's like, okay, if you want me to have that, it's like Watchmen, all right? It's like the movie that Zack Snyder directed in 2009. It felt like it was made for people that read the book, which is fine, but like that doesn't work for everybody. And it can even make the people that have read the book feel like, oh, this is weird now because like this doesn't work as well as they think it does. And like, I mean, I love that movie. Don't get me wrong. It's fine. It's a fine adaptation, but like, I definitely wouldn't have liked it if I hadn't read the book before. So it's like that, where I feel like I would have liked this movie even less than I already do if we hadn't watched Curse 1, 2, and then Grudge 1 and 2, you know?
Yeah.
Because there's so many little callbacks too to those other movies, like the Yoko missing her jaw, and fucking Toshio's dad, fucking Taiko, one of those where he's fucking hanging by Kayako's hair and Toshio's pushing him. Like, that's an obvious reference to 2. Like,
well, it doesn't even show that he's being pushed. It just shows his body hanging.
I thought Toshio was pushing him.
Nope.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. I didn't see him pushing him.
I could have sworn he was fucking pushing him.
All I saw was Karen open the door and she sees the body hitting the wall and then she backs out.
Yeah, but like the body's hitting the wall because Toshio's pushing him, isn't he?
I didn't see him.
I could have fucking whatever. Anyway, my point still stands. That's still a fucking reference to 2. That's still a reference to 2 either way.
Even so, that part was better than the original anyway.
Yeah, that was better in 2. And it's just like, come on, man. Like, it feels like it trying to be an amalgamation of these other movies hurts it. I would rather it have just been a continuation where he just tried to come up with different ways to scare, or like with Evil Dead's remake or any good remake, you have them take the essence of the original and expand on that. And this is just the same thing. And I mean, Evil Dead's remake has some stuff that's like a direct reference to the original too. I mean, down to hearing Cheryl's "One by One We Will Take You" whenever, Mia gets possessed. Mm-hmm. But like, it still did its own thing. Like, there was nobody cutting their fucking jaw open in the original.
Nope.
There was nobody sawing their arm off with a fucking bread slicer in the original. Like, it still did its own thing, and it made its own rules, and it expanded on it in a way that was satisfying. And I feel like this didn't do that. And again, making it an amalgamation just, I think, hurt it more than anything. I don't know. There's ways, especially after. Again, I'm gonna go into John Wick here again, because especially after watching the John Wick movies and how each movie successfully one-ups the previous one in almost every way, while also deepening the lore, and somehow it doesn't collapse in on itself. And somehow it's still entertaining, and somehow it's still engaging, and somehow it's still fucking crazy. And it's just like, okay, so it's possible to do it, but like with a ghost story, I guess it's a little difficult. But like, why can't we have it be to where it's like different grudges? Because surely it's not just Kayako.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
There's been a lot of people.
I'm pretty sure people get murdered in a violent rage all the time. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like there's ways to expand on it where it doesn't get stale. And it and like the Grudge 2 felt fine. It was good. Like I think it did. I think it expanded on the original in some good ways. But this just feels like a fucking step back after watching those two. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and it is so disappointing because, like, the first Grudge was a huge step up from the Curse 1 and 2, and then Grudge 2 was more like a half step forward, but more of a sidestep to the Grudge. And then this is just like, hey, we're back where we started, and it's like, all right, I mean, that's fine, but like, give me more. And then the acting's not great at all. Like at all. It's like I don't think anybody wanted to be there.
When they're on the roof, it's like you can see the slight pause, like right before they say cut. It's weird. The scene just looked weird.
I don't know, man. I feel like it would have worked better if it had just been in a continuation, because then it would have, I don't know, it would have fit together better, I think.
Yeah.
But what else do you got written down, Justin?
Well, let's see.
In your notey notes.
Where did we leave off?
My notes.
Yoko got dragged into the attic. Yeah, that happened.
Yeah, she got.
And then I think that after that, that's when we meet Karen and we get all that stupid shit.
Where she goes, because Ted Raimi's like, I need you to go, and
because Yoko hasn't come back yet.
Yeah, Yoko hasn't come back. She run off with John Lennon, and then he shows himself out. And then
then Karen goes to the house and she finds the old lady on the floor.
She finds Laura Palmer. Yeah,
everything's trashed.
Yeah, just like the original. Yeah.
And then she hears the cat noises coming from the closet, and she opens it and finds a little book that's like barely explained until like one brief little mention later on.
It's supposed to be Kayako's notebook, isn't it? Yeah. Because just like in The Curse 2, I think, she's in love with that teacher. But like, first of all, and this is Lost Highway has the same issue. Bill Pullman? Really? Bill Pullman? Really?
He's taking back Independence Day.
Listen, buddy. I don't want to hear that from you. He can't play the saxophone for shit, all right? And he's also a fucking murderer in Lost Highway who's plagued by visions of a small, pale man with no eyebrows who also coincidentally probably killed his wife in real life and never acted again because of it. So, the more you know. I'll talk about it in a YouTube video whenever I fucking get around to making those, because there's a lot to talk about. But Patricia Arquette's in Lost Highway, and she's cool. I like her. But she's in the Dream Warriors, and it's Friday, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, the Dream Warriors.
Friday Nightmare.
Yeah, we'll get to that, buddy. Sometime this year, baby. We'll get to it.
It's almost summertime.
Well, you know what? Even if we start a little late, it's all right because life waits for no man.
Yeah.
But yeah, so where were we? I got lost on a tangent. Where were we? I don't remember.
I forgot why I put in parentheses. Convenient white people are convenient. LOL.
What the fuck? What?
Oh, it's because I was getting annoyed at the fact that all these white people are just in Japan coincidentally at the same time, just so we can have this American movie.
That feels like a note that you'd make to yourself while working at Cracker Barrel, Justin. Conveniently white people. Yeah, what would you think? What would you expect?
I don't know. It was just annoying me.
But no, yeah, I get what you're saying. It does feel forced. It does feel like.
Oh, but when the closet shit happened, the cat jumped in front of the TV while I was watching and it scared the shit out of me.
That's good. It's always
so
love
that
a
was
cat
enjoyable.
jump scare. Always love a good kitty jump scare.
But yeah, Karen finds the book and Toshio in the closet, and then she finds a picture with Kayako's face
Toshio.
taken out of it. And then that's when the big mass of hair is floating in the corner because Emma's freaking out, and then it scares Karen.
And then
And I wrote poor jump scare attempt.
yeah, because it's like it feels like the Crazies again, where it's like, why do you feel the need to have these loud music cues with a jump scare? I don't need it. Like, I don't. Some of the scariest shit I've ever fucking seen doesn't have that. You know? I don't understand. Some of the shit that sticks with me, the shit that's disturbed me from horror movies has had no fucking jump scare music cue or any of that shit.
Nope.
And I'm talking like old man Jesus jumping off the fucking cliff in Midsummer. I'm talking the mom being in the fucking corner in Hereditary.
The basement scene in Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah, there's plenty of fucking examples. Anything with the Thing where the fucking chest paddle scene. There's no fucking loud music cue when his fucking chest opens up and bites his fucking arms off because it's effective on its own. I don't know why these fucking directors and producers think that you need that. You need it. And that's why Scream's good, because it satirizes that. So yeah, because Scream is like, hey, isn't this dumb? Good, we think so too. But we're gonna put it in our movie anyway because it's dumb and we're a dumb movie. And I'm like, you know what you are. I love you. I love you, Scream. You can do no wrong to me, unless it's Scream 4, kinda. But that's beside. We'll get to that eventually. But that's besides the point.
I've still only watched the first Scream.
I thought you said you hadn't watched the first one.
I've seen the first one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like the first one.
Oh, and the other problem I
That's
was
the best
having
one.
while watching this American remake was thinking of Scary Movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like when she's talking to Toshio when he's on the stairs looking through the rails, all I saw was that part in Scary Movie 4 where she's just like saying words that sound Japanese to try to speak to him.
That's right.
She says fucking like Toyota Suzuki.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Uh,
Oh. Man, you know what I just realized?
what?
We're not going to be able to do our April Fool's video.
Oh yeah.
Well, what day? We can push it.
I mean, yeah, of course we have to push it. We had that idea for a long time.
But the first is on a Saturday. Or what, are you free on a Saturday? Oh, are you going to be good this Friday?
No.
You're not?
No.
This is like, sorry, we're like making plans mid podcast. But so you're going to have to work that Friday? Or do you not know yet?
In April?
No, March 31st.
March
Remember I told you the going away thing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the going away thing for our alien friend Gloopnor.
Oh, yep. I gotta fucking work.
He's going back to Seknarf 9.
Second half.
Isn't that the name of the? That's from Galaxy Quest, right?
I don't fucking know.
Is that from Galaxy Quest?
But yeah, I gotta work.
Damn it! Because I was gonna say we could record it Friday, because that's gonna be. Damn it! I really wanted to do that too. I still have to buy them all in order to do it. Well, I have one of them on VHS, but ooh, what are we talking about, people? All three of you? What do you think we're talking about?
Hey, we have more than 3
I
goblins.
bet you'd like to know.
Yeah, you would like to know.
But yeah, no.
But we'll let you find out what's new when that happens.
That could just be our next episode. Fuck it. It'll
Could
be
it?
for April Fools.
Just have it pre-made.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but that's the thing is, are you off any other time this week?
No.
Damn it. We should have planned around this, but life gets in the
There's
way.
no way to plan because everyone fucking quits Cracker Barrel, and then I have to do all the fucking work.
But life gets in the way, as Jeff Goldblum said.
Life finds a way.
You heard me, all right? He says gets in the way. in my version, in my head. But yeah, so anyway, forgive that little side tangent of mystery stuff that you probably want to know about.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know where we were. We were talking about white people.
After
In Japan.
after
Laura
Kayako
Palmer gets got, right?
gets got, and I don't know if the scene was darker when it first came out, or if my TV just enhanced it too much. to ruin the scare, because I don't think you were supposed to see Kayako move until her face appeared, but I saw her like moving in the background.
No, didn't she look like? Because they do that thing in this one that I do actually like, where like when she gets dragged into the fucking. No, I'm thinking of when she's coming down the stairs, and like the footage will speed up, and then like go slow down again and speed up and slow down. You know what I'm talking about?
It didn't do that.
Yeah, it did. When Kayako's like coming down the stairs and she like walks real fast, and then she starts walking
I mean,
slow.
she moved faster, but
Yeah,
didn't, like,
that's what I mean. Like
it
the way
wasn't
they.
as good.
I do like that. I think that's kind of neat. Again, it's not great, but it's kind of neat. But yeah, I maybe it's probably just your TV. Was it in HD when you watched it?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe that's why. Because I was watching it on DVD, so I didn't notice that.
I assumed you were just supposed to see the mass, and as the camera pans over, that's when you see her face.
Yeah.
Not that you see something move already.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I had to buy the DVD because the Blu-ray copy is out of print and it's like fucking $50. And I ain't spending that much money on The Grudge. I already did that for the good movies. I'm not gonna do that for the American remake. Yeah, how much the DVD was? $10 and brand new on Amazon. So that's what I got.
You can't even buy it digitally on Amazon. You have to have a Stars thing. So I bought it on my Xbox. And the only way you could get the first movie, you can buy 2, 3, and whatever else separately. But if you want the first movie, you got to buy a 4-pack bundle.
That's so bizarre.
$37.
Oh my fucking god. Ew. Ew, what the fuck? But yeah, what happened after? What happens after that?
After that, we get a flashback. After that, it's flashback time. So when the movie starts.
Oh
going,
yeah, because it's told out of it's told out of order like the other movies.
Yeah.
I guess we should have mentioned that, but like you fucking know what you're in for when you're watching something called The Grudge and you're already familiar with
So
it.
then this is Matthew, his wife Jennifer, and Emma when they first go to the house.
Yeah, when they first move in and Laura Palmer's all like, I have a weird feeling about this place.
And she's just staring at everything. It's like,
White women, dude.
Oh, she's just senile.
You see that in Cracker Barrel all the time. It's just you just go to the corner of the little store section. It's just a white woman
you know
staring
what pissed
at nothing.
me off last night?
What pissed?
I was
pissed you off
closing.
last night?
I had to close the grill.
Yeah, I
so
bet.
They're like 9. I start getting everything ready to be taken down and like start cleaning up because nobody else is there. And as I'm taking the food out of the steam table, one of the waiters comes up. Oh, we have a table. It's 9:50. 10 minutes till we close. They let somebody in, and you know why? Because it was somebody who works there. So that made me even more mad. And they had like 7 people. So,
Don't you love it when somebody who knows the struggle somehow ends up on the other side and then does everything that they hated when they were working with you? I'm not talking about anybody in particular that we probably know that you might be related to, but don't you hate it when that happens? Whatever they know and they do it anyway? Don't you fucking hate that? All right?
Yep.
Anyway, that's enough of that.
Yeah, so that made me really mad.
Oh, I know. Believe me. I know because I have to deal with that at work. I gotta have my guys come to me and be like, "Guess who fucked with me?" And I'm like, "Oh, gee, I wonder who. I wonder who did it. I wonder who could have possibly worked for us before that then became a guard that is then doing everything that used to piss us off when we would deliver together. I wonder who." Anyway, I digress.
So Matthew, Jennifer, and Emma move into the house, and
they're vibing.
they're vibing.
They're
yeah.
having a good time. Not really, but they're having a good time.
They're all walking around the house, and Emma's being weird, and they're just like, "Oh, Grandma's old."
Doesn't because Clea Duvall is Jennifer, and I know her from a little movie called "But I'm a Cheerleader," and she's also in Zodiac. I forgot about that. She gets does she find the book or something? No, she sees Toshio, right? I don't remember.
No. So what happens in this scene first? The real estate guy who's showing them the house goes into the bathroom because he like hears splashing.
Classic bathroom
And then
behavior.
there's like the tub's filled with water, so he goes to
and then he gets
undrain
yeah.
it. So he sticks his hand in there and he pulls up it's Toshio's hair in his hand, And I wrote another poor jump scare attempt.
Doesn't he get drowned or something?
No, he just gets scared.
He just gets scared, right? Okay.
And
then he runs away like a little baby. Ooh. I'm a little fucking
And then Jennifer's
baby.
all being paranoid, saying she has a bad feeling about the house and blah, blah, blah.
White women.
And then she's like, she's having such a hard time adjusting because she got lost for like hours and couldn't find anyone that spoke English. And then like Matthew's just like, you'll get used to it. Go to sleep."
Damn, why are you in Japan then, bitch? Like, what the fuck?
And then there's a stupid scene where she's at the store trying to get food and she can't read it, so she doesn't know what's in it.
I completely forgot
And she
about
like
this.
looks over, she's like maybe ask somebody if they can help, and then she like just decides not to. So instead, she pokes a hole into the thing to smell it.
You know, it's funny because in the special features, they were talking about how like they asked Shimizu, was this intended to make Americans look bad? And he's like, no. He's like, that wasn't my intention. He's like, but I could see how it came off that way. He's like, but that's not what I wanted to do. He's like, because like he was talking about when they were looking at the family praying and they were just like in Japanese to each other. They were like, who just watches people pray in a fucking cemetery? Like, who would do this? And then somebody was like, Americans, and then they all laughed together. And then they were like, did you mean to make them look like assholes? And he's like, no. He's like, that's just what was in the script. He's like, that's just what I wrote. He's like, maybe it's a subconscious thing, but like that wasn't my intent. And I'm just like, well, you know, c'est la vie, such is life.
So yeah, Jennifer buys her poked hole ramen because I guess she had no choice at that point.
But like, if it's ramen, you know, were there no all right,
It was a picture of noodles and a yellow cup.
I'm gonna
See,
make
to
myself
me,
mad.
if I saw the yellow cup, I'd assume it was just chicken flavored.
Yeah, yellow makes me think of chicken for some reason.
Anyways, she gets the ramen, goes back home, falls asleep, and then she hears like noise of something running around the house, and then she wakes up and sees her ramen bowl's knocked over, and she's like, Emma, if you want something to eat, all you have to do is ask. And then
So rude.
blames the old lady immediately.
That's so rude.
And then she sees like little footprints from the water in the soup, so she follows them. And what happens after that? Then she sees Toshio's cat sitting on the stairs, and he picks her up, and then she gets scared and gets got somehow.
Classic. Yeah, she's like, isn't she like, because her husband finds her like on the bed, right?
Yeah, then the Matthew comes home, finds her on the bed, and then you hear the more cat noises, and then husband is like presumably cursed at this point too.
Oh yeah, because they're in the house. Anybody that enters the house is cursed, I think, is the rule that's established.
And then we go back to Karen.
And then she gets
Alex
thought,
goes to the house and finds Karen, and it's like, what the fuck is going on? And Emma's dead.
Emma
lady.
dies again.
And then the cops get there, the detectives, and they do their thing. He, for some reason, has the intuition to press the alarm thing on the phone, I guess, to like figure out where it is. And then he finds it in the closet where
where
the book was
Yoko
and
got
Toshio
taken.
was.
Yeah.
And then that's where they find Matthew and Jennifer's bodies.
In the attic, right?
Yeah, in the attic.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Oh well, who does that belong to?" And it's the jaw.
It's Yoko's jaw. Yeah. Good job.
Yep.
Good job, Yoko, for getting your jaw ripped off.
After I took notes of that scene, I the next thing I wrote was Karen at hospital. BF comes to see her.
BF comes to see.
I didn't know his name until like halfway through the
Till
movie.
Doug. Oh yeah, she's at the. I remember that. And then I think.
And then we get another flashback, and this is when we figure out what happens to Susan.
Yeah, same thing that happens to the sister in the Japanese version.
It's the office building.
Almost exactly.
Pretty much.
Like she gets
Gets her phone charm snatched.
Yeah, she gets sucked and fucked under the mattress covers.
Yeah.
You know.
Which I put as another good scene because.
Yeah, I mean it's good. That's good.
That one worked.
That's all. Yeah, it worked in the original just like it did in here. And I think it's cool that like you get a better shot of the bed and you just see it disappear.
Yeah.
Because I think in the original you just see like it stays the same angle, but like the angle swaps and you see like a wider angle of the bed, and you just see like I don't know how they did it. It just fucking disappears.
Yep.
It looks cool. That's a cool effect. I like that part. That's a good part. I'll give credit where it's due.
Yeah, and that's when the whole elevator thing happens too. When she's going up and she just sees. Well, she doesn't see it, but you see
Toshio.
Toshio on the other side.
And he's getting closer, closer and closer. And then what happens after that?
And I guess the whole scene of her leading up to her getting taken under the blanket is good too.
Yeah, that's one of the best parts
The
of the
phone
movie.
call
is
and
her
then
vignette.
her thinking her brother's there and he's not and all that.
Yeah, because it's just like she looks out the peephole, same thing, and then she hears Kayako over the phone, and she's like, "Damn it, not again."
Then the detective's talking to Karen in the hospital, tells her about the other 2 bodies that they found in there, and then the detective's partner is trying to like get some more backstory from his superior or whatever because he knows something's up.
Classic
But he
superior
doesn't tell him
behavior.
anything. And then Karen leaves hospital. They're on the bus, and I guess another decent scare kind of happened because of the way they did it. I guess her instead of Karen's reflection, it's Kayako's reflection on the window.
Oh yeah,
And it
that
makes
was
the
cool
noise.
too. That was cool too. I remember that. Yeah,
That one worked.
it's not as iconic as that kid holding Freddy's hat at the end of Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, but it's
Yeah.
good. The kid that nobody fucking cares about.
And then, of course, after that, we get the shower scene with the hand.
Iconic.
Then Alex finds Yoko, and she's walking around without her jaw.
Yeah, and then he dies, presumably.
Well, yeah, because he said that she's found dead later.
Yeah, we don't even get to see his body.
Nope.
Rip, dude.
Just gone like that. And then the last thing I wrote was Peter's flashback, and it was like, I'm not taking notes of this anymore.
Yeah, because Peter's flashback is the same one as, I think, from The Curse 1 or 2, when he goes to see Toshio.
He's like, where's your mom?
Yeah, where's your mom, bro? She keeps trying to fuck me. Where is she? And then yeah, he gets got. No, he doesn't get got. He gets haunted.
Yeah, he gets haunted because he finds the book and all that shit.
It's like in Phasmophobia. He gets haunted. And and then he finds the book.
Reads it, and it just says Pita, Pita, Pita over and over again.
Why'd you say it like that?
Because that's how it's said in the movie. Because she doesn't know English, and that's the only English word in that fucking book.
Okay, that's fair. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. You were my racism meter almost went off. You know?
Wow.
Listen, I'm just saying, all right. I'm just saying, okay.
How is that right?
Because you can't mimic. You can't mimic like that. I don't like it when you mimic accents. I used to do it all the time, and I got yelled at. So it's fun.
Well, it's not done for harmful purposes.
There we go. See, there we go. Everybody clap. Everybody
I
clap
just
for
grew
Justin.
up when things were funny
yeah.
without having to regret
Yeah,
everything
everybody
you
clap
said.
for Justin. Woo, yay, yeah. So proud of you. Not really, but anyway.
Don't make me say the R word.
Don't. I'll start crying. It'll be like that close call that Linus Tech Tips had, where he was talking about how how like 10 years ago, he was like 10 years ago, he's like, you'd hear the hard R all the time. He's like I was watching American Dad and they were just using the hard R like nothing. And like his co-host is kind of like, American Dad? And then he's like, yeah. And then and then Linus is like, and me, like, I've he's like, it's just crazy how much time has changed because I was known back in the day to say my fair share of hard R's. And then his co-host is just like, what the fuck? And then he's like, he pauses for a second and he's like, are you talking about like the N-word? And he's like, and then Linus is like, what? No. like no. And he's like, okay. He's like, because I'm pretty sure hard R is not what because he's like, no, I'm talking about like the word for mentally disabled people, like mentally handicapped people. And he's like, okay, he's like, I'm pretty sure that's not how people use that word hard R. He's like, I'm pretty sure that's not how people use that term, Linus. And Linus was like, no, I would never say the other one. Are you kidding me? And I just thought that was so funny. Like that close, that he was this close to sabotaging his career, and his co-host bailed him the fuck out. That's amazing. Woo. But yeah, so you know,
People are stupid.
welcome to the world.
Stop being so sensitive.
Welcome to our world. No, you can be sensitive all you want. I don't give a shit. It does nothing to me to have to not say a word. Oh boy, I'll be all right.
It's annoying.
It's annoying, says the man that's annoyed all the time. Get out of here. That's like saying, oh, I gotta piss, and I always gotta piss. Yeah, I don't know what I just said, but it worked in my head.
Anyways.
It made sense in my head. Anyways, what happened after that? Peter gets got. He throws himself off the bridge.
Yeah, we find out his
roof.
story of what happens. And then I guess that's when Karen and the detective are on the roof, and she tries to be very overdramatic. Detective, I need to talk to you. That's exactly how she said it.
Yeah, Sarah
And then
Michelle
there's a
Gellar.
long-ass pause,
That's Daphne, baby.
and it's just quiet. And
That's-
then the detective gives, like, the weakest backstory of Kayako and all that, but again, you don't even know who the fuck she is. She's just Ghost Girl in this movie until the credits.
Yeah.
So she finds all that out, and then
Doesn't like Doug go to the house looking for her
yeah,
or
because
something?
she left the house to go do all this shit while Doug was asleep, and then Doug goes to the house, but she's not even there.
Yeah, Doug gets his soul sucked
So-
after she gets
Yeah,
there,
Doug gets cursed.
and then he dies. And then Kayako goes up to Sarah Michelle Gellar and almost gets taken, but then like she wakes up in a van. And was that a dream sequence? I don't remember.
No, that's when Karen sees Matthew's point of view of what happened.
Yeah, she sees that, but like, isn't it? I might be thinking of a deleted scene where there's a deleted scene where she's in the ambulance and like she looks out the window and she sees like Teiko, Kayako, and Toshio like happy together, and they're like before Teiko got
Yeah,
mad and killed her.
That was the deleted scene.
Yeah, that
I
was a
didn't
deleted
see
scene.
that.
It's a good scene. People thought that was the ending and that it was a happy ending, and that's why they removed it, because American audiences are stupid. I almost said the R word. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real with you right now, because I have a lot of rage in me. But American audiences are stupid sometimes.
Oh, well, wait, before that, the detective goes to burn down the house because he's mad about his 3 friends that got killed because they were in that house, too.
Oh, and he gets drowned, right?
yeah, then he
That's
gets
what
drowned.
I'm thinking of. Okay. Yeah.
And then, then Karen gets all that and sees what happened to Matthew, and then blah, blah, blah.
And then she gets taken.
Well, she lights the house on fire.
Yeah, she likes that. That's right. And then they take her, and then they take her to
She gets rescued.
to the
And
hospital.
then they're like, oh, we were able to save the house. And they're like, okay, so she's still going to die.
Oh, Haddonfield, awesome. The whole fucking, hey, we were able to save the house. Why would you? Do you know what's in there? Do you know?
So yeah, then Karen walks to the morgue to see her boyfriend's dead body so she can identify it. But then they do the little jump scare where you think it's Kayako under the blanket, but then it's not. And then she appears behind her in credits.
I like that bit. I like that.
Yeah,
How
that was fine.
Kayako's like following her, but like again, it's jump scare city, boys. Don't like that.
Yep. Overall,
Justin just shook his head.
you can choose which one you want to watch because they're all the fucking same. I mean, one slightly tells it better than the other, but I guess if you don't want to read subtitles, then watch the American one.
If you don't want to read subtitles because you're a big fucking baby, dude. Sorry, that was mean. Was that mean?
No.
I don't know. I don't understand people that like don't want to read subtitles for like foreign
It's like
film.
Josh waiting like months to watch an anime that's already out in Japanese. I don't want to read.
No, I don't like reading. I don't watch a movie to read. And I'm just like, you're not, you're stupid. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that's not, you just,
Well, his problem is he can't read the words and watch the scene at the same time, but I can do that.
was he just not is he not a fast reader?
I guess not.
Like, I don't understand. Like, it's just, how does he drive? How does he look at his speedometer and then up in the fucking up on the road?
He does it. You see how fast he goes?
Yeah, I know. It's fucking that's what I think of. Is I'm like, what? Do you not know how to fucking drive? Then do you spend too much time looking at your speedometer instead of the road, or vice versa? Do you not know how to do quick glances? Like what? Like that? Because that's how you do it. You glance down and then you look at the scene. Wow. Like I don't. You know, it's funny because America
Fuck
will dub over foreign films a lot. But like foreign markets like South Korea, China, Japan, they don't dub their films. I mean, sometimes they do as like an option, but like when they release movies theatrically, usually they're shown with subtitles because I don't know, people know how to read. You know? It's so weird. It's so weird to me. People are like, I don't like reading. Ooh. Like I remember when The Passion of the Christ came out, right? And Mel Gibson was like, they're going to speak Hebrew in this movie because I want it to be historically accurate. And I remember one of my cousins talking to my grandma about it. And he was like, yeah, I tried to watch it, but I had to walk out halfway through because I couldn't read and watch the movie at the same time. And I'm like, really? I'm like 20 years younger than you, and I can. Like, what do you...
And that's a different movie, too.
What do you want?
That's not something you have to, like, try to follow action with. That's just speaking.
Well, I mean, if your thing is watching a dude get tortured for, like, an hour and a half, then, yeah, I mean, you're following the action. So, I mean, you know... but yeah, I don't understand that. Like, I don't like to watch subtitles. I don't like subtitles for like movies that are in English, just because I don't know. Sometimes it'll give away a line that's coming up, and then sometimes it's I don't know. I just don't like it. I feel like it's a distraction when they're already speaking a language that I can understand.
Yeah.
Unless it's like garbled or they're speaking
That's why I don't understand
in
people
Old English.
who'll just sit there with the captions on their TVs all day. Like,
Some people like to know what's being said,
like,
you know.
Why do you do that?
Like I know for like some people I know they'll do it so that way they can like they don't miss anything. Because there are times where like a line will be delivered in a hushed tone or something, you know, and it's like, okay, well now I know what he's saying, but like I don't know. It never bugged me.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes the dialogue is mixed very low, so you know it happens.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, that's the Grudge, I guess. I don't know. Like,
It's the same story we've told.
like I don't know. I would say at this point just watch the Grudge and the Grudge 2, the Japanese ones.
Yeah.
I don't think
that's your best source to know.
I don't think you need anything
the
else.
story.
But hey, we made a promise to the people, so we're gonna watch all these fucking movies,
Yep.
whether we like it or not. But is there anything else we would like to talk about before we do spin the wheel? Spin the gory wheel of gory movies, potentially gory movies.
You think the Resident Evil 4 remake met its potential
So far,
so far?
yeah.
I'm on chapter 9. And yeah, I can say it's the way a remake should be done. That's for sure.
Yeah, just like RE2. Yeah.
But I don't hate 3, so
Yeah, I know.
Let's not go there.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know you like 2.
But yeah, this is really solid.
But yeah,
It's changed and different. It's the same and different just enough to make you feel like you're playing a completely new game.
yeah, it's definitely kept me on my toes.
Controls a lot better. The guns. Well, I had a issue getting used to aiming for a little bit.
That's because you're playing on Xbox, and I'm dead serious. The Xbox has a weird dead zone issue with the aiming. So like on PS5, which is what I have it on, if you move. You only have to move the analog stick slightly before you get any on-screen like verification. On Xbox, you have to move it way fucking more before.
Yeah, I'll start to move it, and then like I feel like I should be moving already,
Yeah,
and then I
yeah.
push further, and it swings to the side.
That's a dead zone issue. Yeah, so that's something that needs to be fixed in a patch.
But I got a laser sight for my pistol, so that's helping.
I just got it. So we're gonna see how that plays out.
But yeah, the game's definitely harder too.
I mean, maybe if you're a baby. I don't
No,
know.
it's harder.
It hasn't felt that much harder. Like
It'll get there.
like I thought, like like I thought it was gonna be like significantly harder. And I was telling Kale, like, man, maybe we should have picked hardcore mode because this is kind of baby shit. And Kale's like, let's not push our luck here. And I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. I'm assuming it's gonna get harder, but
I mean,
like,
if you manage your items well, it's not going to be that challenging.
I'm just saying,
but
it's like I've been like, yeah, it's
upgrade your knife.
good. It's good. Yeah, we already upgraded the knife. Well, not the power, but at least the durability.
Yeah, mine's maxed out.
So I thought about upping the power, but like I don't really use it to cut people that much. So I mainly use it to parry.
Yeah.
So and parrying, by the way, is a godsend. Oh my goodness.
When you can get it to fucking work.
I love parrying, dude. I don't like I think I've only missed one parry so far. I don't remember where I was. I think I was in the swamp, and a guy came at me with a pitchfork, and I thought I pressed L1 on time, but then he stabbed the fuck out of me, and I was like, God damn it!
Oh, the deaths are well, the ones I've suffered so far are fucking brutal.
Now I remember how Kale died. It was an accident because it's funny because he died at the exact same spot that I saw somebody on Twitter die. So somebody on Twitter posted a video of them finding a treasure in a well, and then there's Dr. Salvador around the corner. And I told Kale, make sure you watch out for the bear trap because the guy that I watched got caught in the bear trap and then he got killed by Salvador. And so Kale takes out the bear trap, and then he sees Salvador, runs around to get better positioning, and runs into another fucking bear trap, and then gets killed. And I was like, come on, man, that's bullshit. Oh, dude. We've been catching bear traps pretty regularly.
Yeah,
though.
that happened to me too.
Like, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, but getting killed by those chainsaws was fucking cool.
Yeah, it's a fun game. It's a good remake. It's a good time if you like Resident Evil. I went to 2 different metal shows. I saw Morbid Angel, and then I saw Death to All. And it was pretty cool. The Morbid Angel show was a lot of fun, to the point where people were getting kicked out. And you know, it was a good time. It was a good time. Cool venue. You know, a lot of fun at that show was had at that show. You know.
You know.
But yeah, you know, it's been a busy 3 weeks for us. But I want to spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
But like, I also want our next episode to be the April Fool's plan.
Okay, let's see what our wheel spin is. Then we'll.
We're gonna have to abide by the wheel spin regardless, Justin.
Not
You can't
necessarily.
back out.
We
yes,
make the rules here.
Yes, we do. Okay, how about this? Okay, so how about you get a twofer? Because since we're not watching the movies together, technically we can do a twofer.
Yeah, technically.
So how about we do this?
And the joke is easy to cover.
Yeah, it'll be fantastic. So how about this? We'll do 2 separate episodes next time. That'll probably be released kind of staggered if I can do it that way. So it's not going to come out on April Fool's Day, unfortunately. We can't meet that. But we will still get an April Fool's video episode. Because it's something we planned out literally like October of last year.
Like, it's going to be the freakiest movie we ever watch. Again.
Yeah. It's not, what was it, fucking August Tapes or whatever? The fucking...
August Underground.
That one, yeah. It's not that, Cole. It's not that one, all right? It's you'll see.
You'll
all
see.
right? It's the horror, the most, that's what the episode's going to be called, the most horrifying trilogy of all time. Because it's 3 movies, right?
Don't say the
names. It's
I don't remember. We'll figure that out.
It's 3, right? I'm pretty sure it's 3. Either way, I'll amend it. I'm pretty sure it's 3 because because it's the cats, and then it's the hex, and then it's the aliens, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so there is just 3 of them. So it's going to be the most horrifying trilogy we've ever seen.
Well, what about the computer?
Fuck, you're right. Fuck, okay, it's 4. It's going to be the most horrifying quadrilogy we've ever seen. I can't wait to cover them because they're gruesome and fantastic. I love them. You love them. You'll see.
Yeah, you'll see.
So we'll talk about it. You'll see when we get to it. But until then, we're going to also spin the wheel for our next one.
Yes.
And I'm a little nervous, just because, you know. So let's spin the wheel, everybody. Okay, how many do I got? Like 97. Fuck.
97.
Hey, so which one was Ravenous?
That's a song by Arch Enemy.
It's also in a chorus of a Skeletal Remains song. Ravenous. What the fuck was Ravenous a recent one that I saw that I added to the list? Fuck.
Oh.
Hold on. Time to Google.
Google.
Ravenous. Oh no, that's the weird Western with okay. Okay, I know what Ravenous is.
Western.
All right. Yeah, it's you'll see. You'll see. Yeah, you'll see.
Will I see?
If and when we get it. All right, spinning the wheel, Justin. Spinning the wheel. Let's find out what we get. Let's see what we get, boy.
Go.
Let's see what we get. We got 15. Oh, no.
15?
I'm scared.
Damn, that's early.
Yeah, that is. That is Animal.
Yay!
That's a Justin
Finally
one,
a
bro.
movie that I watched.
Yeah, Animal, baby. Doesn't that have that's got a
Keke Palmer.
Keke Palmer, right?
And the girl who's Jade and Victorious on Nickelodeon. So yeah, there's that.
How old am I?
I don't know. Old enough to know about that show.
Am I?
Yeah.
Okay, so next one is Animal. Let me remove it from the list.
And I watched that like a week ago.
we were very close to the Poughkeepsie tapes, and Malignant.
Both would have been really bad.
You didn't like? Did you watch Malignant?
I know what it's about.
Did you not like Malignant?
I didn't. No, I liked it.
Malignant's fucking awesome. I love Malignant.
It's just fucking gross.
It is gross. Yes, it's very gross. I fucking love Malignant though. That's one of my favorites.
It's a good movie.
The past few years. So next one is Animal. I gotta fucking figure out.
Fuck yeah.
How I'm gonna. That one?
It's free on Amazon Prime with ads.
Oh, with ads. Who do you think I am? You think I am Mr. Ad Man?
Yes.
Let me see. When I type in Animal Blu-ray on Amazon, I get human animals.
I think you can only find a DVD of it.
That's
if there
fine.
is one.
Yeah, hold on. Let me. Animal. When did that movie fucking come out? What am I in for? First of all, what am I?
A creature feature.
Okay, but like, is it a good creature feature?
I think it's good.
Is it from 2014?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Keke Palmer. There she is. Let me see.
It's got 4 stars.
Yeah, this is gonna be surprisingly good, but not good enough. Says that's a weird name. A strange creature attacks a group of friends visiting the woods. That's all I'm gonna read. Apparently, it's severe, violent, and gore. Was this a fucking Sci-Fi Channel original?
I'm sure it was on there.
Okay, but does it have like that bad CGI gore that makes me gag?
No.
Okay, good.
It's practical.
Is it practical?
Yeah. Monster 2.
Ooh. I'll probably, I'll check it out. I mean, well, I have to. I mean, because I agreed to do this. But, yeah, look at him. He's a little boy. He's a little animal boy. Precious little boy. Hey, it's got a fucking... That's weird. That's the guy from a soap opera my mom watches. That's funny. Weird. I mean, it makes sense. Anyway, yeah. So Animal, 2014. Animal. Let's see. 2014 DVD. There it is for $6.99.
$6.99.
And guess who's about to buy it?
What a steal.
Animal. It's feeding time. Is the tagline.
Yeah.
Did you say Dark Was the Night was another one on the list, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's frequently bought together. Animal, The Monster, Dark Was the Night.
Oh, the monster's good too.
Oh, it's a Shout Factory release. What the fuck? What the fuck? What? Okay, I'm looking at reviews with images, and this is one of the images. It's just a picture of an elderly African American woman Wonder movie. I think I'm going to buy it. That is literally, that's what it says. It just didn't explain how the animals came from or why. And there's animals is misspelled. What is this? Oh, it's so wholesome. I love her. I hope she's living. I hope she's thriving. Honestly, that is a fantastic review. I love that woman. If you like hearing the word "go" repeated 28,000 times, not bad. Still shaking. What a 5-star film this is. This is a review from Walt, spelled in all caps. Still shaking. Very good film. Very good DVD. Says in all caps once again. Steven/Price. Richard Connell says good horror film. This guy said Angel7 says Das Inhaltische. I can't speak German. JT says good horror movie. All right, well, it says it's on Blu-ray. No, it's a multi-format. Oh, it's out of stock. All right, I'm getting the DVD. Because I ain't about to hunt this shit down. Plus, I feel like, for low-budget features like this, I feel like DVD adds a certain charm to it,
Yeah.
Just like The Grudge, it added a certain charm, So, Visa, I am buying it right now. I'm also
live purchase right now.
I'm also about to buy the other movies for the most horrifying trilogy we've ever seen.
Dun, 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 dun.
So I already have one of them on VHS, but I should probably get the DVD anyway. Okay, there's one of them.
What class did you play in Diablo 4?
Druid. Did you play on console or on your laptop?
On my Xbox.
How does it control? Because on PC you're clicking to move everywhere. So how do you just
walk?
You just move one of the sticks, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's weird. I don't know. It just feels weird to me.
I don't see why they would have that control difference. Just make them walk. The clicking's done.
Well, because
Well,
that's how Diablo 1 and 2 played. So
they're trying to make this more close to the other two.
Yeah, because I still find myself trying to press WASD on fucking PC, and then it just pulls up the list. Okay, so almost gave it away. Almost gave it away. Also, in keeping in tradition with our Grudge films, I'm probably not gonna put a little blurb at the beginning of this one.
Blurb.
Just because I don't remember a single memorable line from this film.
I'm telling you, just put the cat noise.
I don't want to.
Or the clicking.
Here, George, come here. George, come here. I'll give you a cat noise, all right? Come here, George. See, there you go. You did it. See, there's your noise for the episode.
That's not the beginning of the episode, though.
Who cares?
I care.
That's too bad. Obviously, for the April Fool's joke, we're gonna have fun with that one. But because I don't know what the intro is gonna be for that, but it's gonna be something special. I'm sure we'll think of something. But anyway, until next time, you remember you're getting 2 episodes. You're getting our April Fool's episode, and you're getting Animal. You're getting both of those. So. We're very lucky we didn't draw Salo.
Not the one I have become.
All right. Just for that, that's the intro to the next episode. No,
No, we'll get copyright if we do that.
Yeah, who cares? I don't. All right. I care a little bit. But yeah, so thanks for listening. Follow us everywhere. Follow us on
everything.
Facebook.
Wherever.
He's on Facebook.
Just go somewhere and type Gore Goblins and then be like, yeah, these guys.
Oh. Yeah, just like that.
Yeah, don't do that, though.
Oh. You got to do that.
Why?
Otherwise, we don't show up.
How is that going to make... Okay.
All right.
Anyways.
I like how you realized that I was fucking with you, and then you were like, I'm not doing this.
I'm not going to sit here and question goblin shit.
But, yeah, so I'm on Twitter at Mustachio Cage, I guess.
You guess.
We're on Facebook as Gore Goblins. We're on YouTube as Gore Goblins. Listen to us on Spotify, I guess.
Amazon,
Spotify, Apple, Crapple, Bapple, Snapple. You know how it is, baby. You know what it is, bitch. So yeah, look us up. Look us up and check it out. That's It's- Always Sunny quotes never fail me. That's
I
one of my
hate that show.
That's one of my favorite ones. It's from the musical episode where they're doing a musical production of The Dayman, so that way Charlie can propose to the waitress. And Frank plays the toll troll.
The toll troll.
And the Dayman pulls out a gun, and the troll's like, "What the hell is that?" And then Dennis is just like, "You know what it is, bitch." And then he just shoots him like fucking 3 times and kills him. I love it so much.
Jeez.
Anyway, yeah, so, check us out, and we'll catch you next time twice. Animal will be the official episode. The April Fool's episode will probably go up before that, I'd imagine. I think we're going to record that one first.
Yeah.
We'll find a way, is what I'm saying. And if you get 2 days off this next week, let me know. So that way we can do it that way. But regardless, thank you for joining us. Thanks for listening to us ramble about bullshit and movies. Couldn't do it without you, literally, because then we'd just be screaming into the ether. And that'd be weird.
I'm sure somebody would hear.
Huh? You sure somebody would hear?
Yeah.
Like who?
Aliens. I don't
Aliens
know.
aren't real.
They're real.
No, they're not.
Aliens are real.
Give me proof.
They're in the sky.
That's what I thought, cunt. Anyway, so yeah, here we are.
Give me proof that they're not real.
Oh, they're in the sky, bitch. Fuck you. Anyway, I can't give you proof because the government will have me eviscerated.
Exactly.
So anyway, catch us next time. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye. Ooh.